I'm going to update you on two cases I've been working on now for many months. Around 7:30 on the 16th of August 1980, best friends, 11-year-old Gary Miller and John Greenwood, were found dying on a council rubbish dump near to Liverpool. The boys were found by a man out walking his dog. He'd seen another man bent over what he thought was probably rubbish. He walked over and he shocked him. He saw two young boys hidden under a mattress. This man that had been bent over the boys, seen by the dog walker, was undoubtedly the killer. John was lying face down and Gary on top of him with his back face up. Both had serious head injuries and covered in blood. They were both, however, still alive at that stage. John died in hospital in the early hours and Gary 4 days later without regaining consciousness. Had he have done so, he most probably would have been able to have named his attackers. The next day, a local man, a 20-year-old, was arrested on suspicion of the boys' attack. During the interview, he initially said that he was out at a friend's house playing cards, but that was later checked out and found not to be true because a boy that he was meant to be playing cards with wasn't actually home. This person arrested changed his account 2 more times. He was later charged and acquitted at court. Now, 45 years on, the family have asked for my help to reinvestigate the case.
Quite close. It was here where it happened.
Okay.
So we call that John and Gary's bench.
Oh, okay.
That's just a bench that was put there.
Yeah.
But we call it John and Gary's bench. So we come and
Okay.
me and my partner will sit on there and we'll call it John and Gary's bench.
I've already interviewed the family and established some significant new information. And over the forthcoming months, I intend to follow up on these leads, whilst at the same time making an initial program on here to build up towards a very significant interview with the aim of finally exposing the boys' killer, forcing the police to act. 1980, 2 11-year-old boys are murdered, and 40 years on, the family is still looking for justice. There's one key person in this investigation that I now need to get to. My other investigation is the unsolved murder of a woman in 1999. I've now been given new evidence and detailed description of how that murdered victim's body was buried and about the killing. And whilst I've had considerable interest from ITV and Channel 4, they are worried that the information may be incorrect. So at this stage, they are not going to commission a series. However, I am determined to test the evidence for the family who believe this person is telling the truth. And in fact, there is other supporting evidence that would also point to them telling the truth. So I'm going to have to go and test this evidence myself by going to location and undertaking a search. I'm now going to also have to finance that myself on top of the double sum figure I've already invested to get this program and this investigation to as far a position that I'm in. You may ask, why have I funded it so much to date? Well, the answer is a simple one. I promised the family to help them. And that's what I do. I make television programs to finance my investigations. And I can't just walk away. I've looked for someone wealthy to finance this, but to date have not been successful. We're now in the process of gaining permission to search the area where we've been indicated that this person's body is buried, and hopefully very soon we'll know one way or the other, is this person telling the truth? If they are, we will find an unsolved murder victim's body buried, which has never been done before. Or we'll find out that this person is not telling the truth. If they are telling the truth and this person's buried there, this will lead to the reinvestigation of 5 other unsolved murders that this person claims to have done.